Hey guys, it's Sam with Ready, Set, Go. Welcome to the video. Pleasure to have you guys aboard. Just wanted to make a quick video today about OptionsHouse. You know, what I find is one of the hardest and truly scary things about getting into investing is finding the right brokerage firm. When I first started, I actually was not with OptionsHouse. Went between 2 to 3 different brokerage firms. Didn't have much money at the time, so it wasn't too much of a headache, but transferring your account from one brokerage to the next is not the easiest of processes, so I highly recommend that even if it's not OptionsHouse, you put in the time into the research. Make sure that the firm you're going with is the one you want to go with. That one bit of advice, just please follow it, and it'll save you a lot of headache down the road if you end up not being happy with the firm that you go with. Personally, love OptionsHouse. They just have a great UI, provides you with all the information you need just to log in real quickly. It might not be the most design focused of UIs, interfaces, but it does let you get in and out of your account really quickly, finding whatever stock you're currently watching, getting the appropriate research done, and actually pulling the trade for a really low transaction fee in comparison to some of these other brokerage firms. It's truly beautiful, and that's actually the reason that I use them today. One thing I do want to mention about OptionsHouse is they do give you a free virtual account. The virtual account is the one we're looking at right now. I did reset mine a while back. Once I moved to real cash, I did reset my virtual account. Originally, when I first started investing, the OptionsHouse virtual trading platform was the one that I learned on. They let you vary the account value that you can deposit, withdraw as much as you want, so that you're simulating your real experience as closely as possible. I started with $5,000, did about 6 to 7 months of virtual trading before I felt comfortable actually putting real money into the stock market, and I truly believe that that 6-7 month learning period was beneficial. Truly beneficial to helping me become a much better investor down the road for years to come. Kind of built that foundation from which I can build on moving forward. One thing I really also like about OptionsHouse is if you go over to the research tab, it provides you with a lot of information right off the bat. This is the first screen you'll see, and even though the interface might not be like E-Trade where there's a lot of bright colors, news articles, OptionsHouse dives right down into the metrics, and to be honest, the metrics are the only thing that really matter when you're trading or initiating any position. You want to make sure that you are looking at the correct metrics, and OptionsHouse makes that extremely visible. Another thing I really like about the research platform at OptionsHouse is if you go down to technical analysis, you can actually get some of the trader opinions. I personally am a more long-term dividend growth investor. I find blue chip companies that offer a healthy dividend yield and solid earnings growth over the years, and I initiate positions aiming to hold them for 10 to 15 years and consistently reinvest those dividends. If you are interested in that, check out my blog. There's a bunch of articles on there. The URL is www.readysetgo.com. You can find it in the description box below. But going back to OptionsHouse, yeah, they provide you everything right at a glance. If you actually click over trading strategies, you can actually see a lot of the different day-to-day trading strategies that many people, day traders or swing traders use. I personally don't follow these, but they do give you, if you are a metrics-driven person, which you definitely should be if you are trying to get into stocks, this is a great place to see what, depending on the RSI indicator, what the average return was based on how many days you held it. So it does, one thing to keep in mind is it'll show you which trading strategies are presently active, and by active it means this is, according to this strategy, it's now a good time to buy. And another, if you click on over to the charts tab, again, gets kind of complicated here. I personally am not too much into the trading side of things. I do look at the fundamentals more, but if you are into looking at charts, it has some great charting software. going back to the account, OptionsHouse. The last thing I really wanted to touch upon was the transaction fees. So most of the other brokerage firms out there, it may range from about $8 to $10 with E-Trade on the high end. OptionsHouse actually has a $4.75 transaction fee for stocks, and for options it's $5 for $5 and $1 per contract above 5. Or the other option is $8.50 for the options contracts, and then plus 15 cents per contract. So depending on the volume of contracts you're buying, they do give you a few different options. Well, that's about it. I'm gonna follow this up with a few more videos diving a little bit deeper in OptionsHouse. If you're new to investing, I highly recommend them, especially the virtual account. Even if you don't go 6 months like I did, at least 2 to 3 months, it'll definitely help. It'll set the foundation, the stage for becoming a much successful investor and actually transitioning to real money. The biggest tip though is you need to treat your virtual account as real money. If you deposit $1 million and just invest across the board, well, that's not really simulating what you would actually be doing when you opened a real money account. So highly recommend OptionsHouse. If you guys have any questions, just please post a comment. I'll be happy to follow up on them. You can also get a special deal down in the description. It's 150 free trades on your first deposit of $5,000. You can also check out my blog at www.reddysetgo. There's also a link down in the description box, and I have a lot of articles about dividend investing. Follow my journey. I make my portfolio public for everybody out there. Well guys, that's about it. Thank you guys for watching the video, and have a great day.